Hi there, I'm meteorologist Chikage Windler. We've got a series of cold fronts on the way this week, but for the most part will be sunny and dry, and from time to time a little breezy too. Probably the last thing you want to hear if you've been suffering from cedar allergies. Mountain cedar is running rampant, and every time the wind blows, it gets worse. So here's what I'm tracking is clear, cool nights, mild sunny days, and of course, cedar fever. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the cedar. The ash juniper, as it's called, that mountain cedar is everywhere. And when it blows around, it releases the pollen throughout the air. Second highest count this season reported on Monday from our allergist. The count, 13,871, second only to 15,000 plus. That was a couple of weeks ago. What's it going to take to get the pollen levels down? Well, sunshine and wind keep it high. Clouds, cooler weather, wet weather, calm winds, that would keep it down. And unfortunately, I don't have any of that in the forecast for you. So here's what I'm thinking. Today we had that extreme spike because of breezy and sunny conditions out of the northwest. Tomorrow our winds will shift out of the west-southwest. They won't be as strong. So I still think pollen will be high but not as high. Cedar levels may spike a little bit more on Wednesday because of increasing winds behind our next cold front. And on Thursday, winds will be out of the southwest, but they will be breezy, 10 to 20. So I think that our pollen level could bounce all the way into that very high category. Aside from that, plan on more of the same. We're going to wake up in the morning to temperatures in the 30s. Could be a light freeze in some parts of the hill country as well as out in the usual cool spots like AVIA. 39 degrees at Camp Mabry at 8 a.m. 63 by noon, high temperature of 4 p.m. of 71 degrees with those winds turning from southwest to northwest as our next cold front pushes through. And when I talk about cold fronts, this time of year, these systems, they're Pacific fronts. So behind that front, temperature falls into the 60s for highs on Wednesday. Ahead of the next front with southwest winds, we pick up again. So Thursday, a high temperature of 72. Then another cold front. This one's a little stronger, so I've knocked the high temperature on Friday down to 61. Coldest air of all coming in with high pressure, clear skies, light winds. By Saturday morning, I'm calling it frigid. 33 in town. Could see some mid-20s outside of town. And then we warm back up again ahead of our next cold front, which is slated for late on Monday. So if you're lucky enough not to be dealing with the allergy problems, then this will be a banner week for you. Lots of sunshine and mild weather. On the other hand, if you're an allergy sufferer, you're probably hoping for that next chance of rain, and at this point the crystal ball is not looking too promising. As I look out not only this week but also to next week, fairly dry, fairly quiet. Thanks so much as always for checking out tonight's Chicks Chat.